Patriots. We've been looking forward to this one for a long time. Bradley Roby, welcome back to the lineup. And Scott Johnson, rock and roll, touchdown Houston. A two-score lead on the Patriots in the second quarter. Watson to Kenny Still for 6. Flips the ball to Watson, razzle-dazzle, touchdown Houston.
Welcome back to First Take, coming to you live from the Seaport District at Pier 17, brought to you by Chase. The final score of Sunday night's matchup between the Texans and Patriots was 28-22, but the game was a lot more lopsided than the score suggests. The Pats' offense was once again very unimpressive. Here's a frustrated Tom Brady after the game.
All remains to be seen. So, you can make a bunch of predictions and so forth, but that's not what it's about. It's about going out there and doing it. And a lot of guys made some plays tonight, and try to build on it and see if we can do better next week. So, thank you guys.
That was the final one, Stacy.
Last dismissed.
According to Jason Lockenfor of CBS Sports, Patriots coaches and players are lobbying Robert Kraft to bring back wide receiver Antonio Brown if the NFL allows him back on the field. AB posted a video montage from his Pats days with a Christmas tree emoji on his social media, a holiday gift. Perhaps. AB loves his social media. Ryan Clark in the house. Ryan, how we doing? How was your holiday?
It was very good. How about yours?
Good.
Good to see you, bro.
What's up, my man?
Ryan, what's going on?
What's happening?
Stephen A.
Yeah.
Should the Patriots bring back AB?
Yes, but I want to qualify my yes by saying this. If AB, Antonio Brown, is guilty of any of the allegations leveled against him, he should be in jail. Let me be very, very clear about that, okay? If the NFL finds a shred of truth to what has been leveled against him, what he is alleged to have done, he should be banned indefinitely. Not just for this season, but like Myles Garrett, even albeit for completely different reasons, should have a meeting with the commissioner. It should require that from AB before he's reinstated into the National Football League. I am only talking purely about football here. Robert Kraft and the New England Patriots, I'd like to believe that billionaire owners, who really is who Roger Goodell answers to, I'd like to believe they have inside information. I'd like to believe that they have the inside track on exactly what will happen. If we were to bring Antonio Brown back, would he end up on the commissioner's list? So I'm only throwing that out, Max, just to throw all of that out of the way to make sure that we understand the sexual assault allegations, okay, and the commissioner's list ultimately. All right, assuming you can put him on a team, to me, here's what it comes down to. I got a 42-year-old quarterback, man, that's taken me to 9 Super Bowls, that's won 6 Super Bowl championships for me. I can't put this guy through what I'm putting this guy through. I mean, you talk about the quintessential individual that would be a perfect remedy for all that ails the New England offense. It would be this one man, Antonio Brown. And so for me, what it comes down to is I got to ask the question, Tom Brady, how much does this man mean to me? Ain't no Jimmy Garoppolo waiting in the wings, Max and Ryan. Okay, hell, it ain't even Jacoby Brissett waiting in the wings, all right? Stidham or whatever the hell his name is. I mean, I don't know where look, this is all I got. And this guy is all I got, happens to be a 6-time champion, who, by the way, Antonio Brown would love to play with.
Yeah.
Okay, and the fact that the players combined, and that includes Tom Brady, but the players and others are planning on lobbying for Antonio Brown. I'm sorry.
We all know what's going to happen.
If I got that, I'm going for it.
We all know what's going to happen. Patriots will pick 29th, and they'll wind up with Tua. Tua is their quarterback going forward.
Right. But I'm talking about
we know what's going to happen.
That's just for the season.
Yeah, look,
that's just for the season. That's what we're talking about.
It's interesting to me. No, yeah, Brady's not washed. All he needs is the best receiver since Jerry Rice, and then everything would be okay. Man, stop trying to make excuses for Brady. Belichick, as usual, has coached them up to a 10-2 record. Because it's Belichick. Well, Belichick can't scheme this offense the same way with these weapons. Right. In other words, Brady needs the help. But the Patriots are fine. They may not win the Super Bowl this year, but they're fine. They're 10-2. And Belichick's doing his normally, impossibly great job. Like, we want to give Tomlin and Harbaugh and Shanahan credit as coach of the year, but probably it's Belichick as it is every. He's the Michael Jordan of coaches. Brady is in decline, obviously. He is no longer elite. He is below average and by many metrics throughout this season. So you want to bring Antonio Brown back. Here's the problem. When Antonio Brown was on Pittsburgh, Stephen A., and he wanted out, he was putting a speech by Mike Tomlin saying, no more social media posts from inside this locker room on social media. He then finally gets his wish. He gets his big contract to go to Oakland. And by the way, coaches supporting him, everyone in the building supporting him. All you hear is support, 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 support. And he never gets on the field with him for the regular season because he's taping conversations illegally on the phone and he's throwing his teammates under the bus. And he couldn't wait. What do you have to do, Stephen A., you always say? He had to wait until when?
It was a Thursday, and all he had to do was shut the hell up until Tuesday morning.
And he had how much?
And he would have gotten $29.125 million guaranteed over the next.
But by the way, I want to get it to you, Ryan, but real quick. By the way, he couldn't do that. And then we thought, he's crazy like a fox. He really wanted to get to Belichick in New England. And he walks in the door, but on the way in the door, he puts in writing, even if he felt he was being extorted, he puts in writing such nasty things to the young woman in question that it's like, oh my God, you would put that in writing? Even if you felt that way and wanted to verbalize it, you put that in writing and you text her, she now has, okay. And he's told he can't do that and everything else. While he's on the team, he does it again. What makes you think? And then takes a shot at Kraft. And now because he thinks, this is my way back in, he writes something nice about Kraft and the Patriots. Guys, does anyone believe Antonio Brown's a changed man, that he's learned his lesson, that he's hit bottom and now he's bouncing up? Or do we instead believe that because he might be the best receiver since Jerry Rice, he knows he will get opportunity after opportunity and never really believes that he has to look at himself and take into account his own behavior and be accountable for that? Because clearly, to me at least it seems, he has just learned he can get away with it and he's just going to keep on doing it. So go ahead, sign Antonio Brown. He'll last 1 week.
Ryan, what do you think? Should they bring AB back or should they beg Gronk to come back?
Well, shoot, honestly, when you watch this offense, they should be doing both things. You should beg Gronk and want to give him anything that he needs to possibly come back. And you should absolutely sign Antonio Brown back. And if he only lasts a week, then are you even any worse off than before he came? The people in New England seem to love him, even after he was gone, after he was cut by Robert Kraft, which he should have been with all of the allegations against him and the things that he was doing away from the field, for some of the things that he wrote to the young lady, for the threats that he was sending out. I'm not saying at all that Antonio Brown is the type of person that the New England Patriots need to have on their team. I don't think he's the type of person that should get another chance to play this game because he's gotten so many chances because he is ultra talented. And for that last reason, that's exactly why the Patriots need to bring him back. And I don't believe that he's hit rock bottom, but I do think he understands that he needs football. He needs paychecks. And with those things, even though he may not change to the point to where he's the model citizen or he's the guy we say, okay, rookie, I want you to follow Antonio Brown around and behave the way he does. You will say, rookie, I want you to follow him around and play the way he does and work the way he does. And right now, with where the New England Patriots are, with Tom Brady being the age that he is, with Romeo Crennel and the Houston Texans understanding if we employ one extra defensive back to account for James White, that if James White and Julian Edelman can't get open in the middle of the field, Tom Brady has no weapons to use. That's where this team is. I agree with Max. Bill Belichick is doing an amazing coaching job. But the two times that they played quarterbacks that could move a little bit in Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson, it wasn't just tough games, it was losses. The two times they gave up over 14 points. It wasn't just tough games, it was just losses. And so when you do those things, it shows you need an extra guy. And when Tom Brady's on the sideline saying, we got to be explosive, we got to be quicker, we got to move faster, he's asking for things that those dudes can't give him. And so if Antonio Brown clears the... Yo, what's up?
He's not asking. He's begging.
Begging.
And I think it's important to decipher that difference. And Tom Brady, the great Tom Brady, has resorted to begging. Everybody, if you know, listen, you know what he did to Tomlin. We all know what he did to Juju Smith-Schuster. We know what he did to Mike Mayock. We know what he did to John Gruden.
He did it to Robert Kraft. He did it to Robert Kraft.
And he did it to Robert Kraft. If we know it, the players know it. And not only have they collectively gone about the business of still begging for him to come back, Tom Brady, with wife and kids in tow, has offered to allow this brother to live in his house during the season. I mean, look, man, do y'all have any idea how desperate this situation is? It's about Mr. Kraft coming to a point where he's going like this. My principled position is such, but my team is begging me for this. What am I going to stop with?
The thing is this, the one thing we have learned about the New England Patriots throughout the years is they will do anything to win football games.
Right.
Bill Belichick will do anything to win football games. And the veterans that have been on this team have been a part of people doing anything they possibly can to win Super Bowls and win championships. That is above all else.
True.
It's above morals sometimes. It's above the way you live away from the field. And that's why the people in that locker room are okay with welcoming Antonio Brown back if he could be a good teammate. That doesn't make it right. That makes it who they are. And that's why they have 6 and more than anybody else other than the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We got to leave it there. Ryan sticking around here with us. Baltimore has officially passed New England as the 1 seed in the AFC, and New England is just a field goal favorite against the Chiefs on Sunday. That is in Foxborough.
Molly, I'm starting to like that stuff with he don't have that big doofy bow tie.
College football playoff will not include Stephen A's tied this season, but does Nick Saban get a pass for falling short of the Fantastic Four?